So last weekend I attended my first ever VidCon, and it was I'm not saying I didn't have fun, because I did have fun, but the convention itself was complete trash. Now there were 3 different kinds of tickets that you could purchase, which were the community, creator, and industry badges, and each limited you to what you could do and where you could go in the convention center. But the only real perks of having a creator or industry badge were the ability to attend seminars, so unless you're someone who wants some insider knowledge, tips on how to grow a channel, or things of that nature, then the community badge was instead the way to go. The first level of the convention center, which was the community floor, was the epitome of everything someone over the age of 16 despises. Now, I kinda went into VidCon expecting the demographic to be more on the kids side, but actually being there blew away my expectations. Most of the booths were directed towards children, and the large stages on the community floor featured content creators I had never heard of before, but still ended up drawing a large crowd. I remember during the second or third day that word got out a few YouTubers including Markiplier were going to be doing some interviews, and the largest mob of screaming children fled towards their location. It was actually a pretty terrifying moment, because these motherfuckers don't stop for anyone. They hear Markiplier, and they will do anything to see him, even if that means trampling the shit out of you in the process. Besides the booths that were directed towards children, the rest of the community floor was just super random, and not only that, it was very corporate. I saw a lot of big name brands there like NBC and Disney, and even though I get why the convention was so corporate, money, it was still pretty overwhelming. I was with some people who had been to previous VidCons and other conventions, and they were saying the same thing. It was just odd. I had a creator badge, so I was able to sneak away from hell for a little bit and check out some seminars, and I probably attended about 7, but only got something out of 2 of them. Each seminar had a particular topic that the panelists are supposed to speak about, but a lot of the time the panelists just spoke highly of themselves and went well off topic. The 2 seminars I did enjoy were the visual effects seminar with Freddie Wong and a few others, which despite my amazing view of the panel, was still very helpful, and the Anthony Fantano seminar, which was interesting and informative. Barely anyone showed up to Anthony's seminar too, which I was surprised by since most panels had lines out the door, and the topics of those panels were pretty uninteresting. One terrible thing that happened at VidCon was when Logan Paul showed up. Luckily I happened to be on the creator floor during that time, so I didn't get stuck in the massive mob of screaming fangirls, but apparently he was walking in the fountain outside acting like he fucking owned the place, and then got tackled hard by security when he finally made his way into the building. There happened to be a lot of cringy YouTubers and personalities, including that Instagram model you probably heard about, that got thrown out of VidCon for not following rules and just being a complete asshole. Also, apparently some shit went down between Anita Sarkeesian and a few YouTubers, which unfortunately I missed, since my buddy and I had taken off for a little bit to hit up a local Mexican food place. So we were bummed out we didn't get to see that one. And then we got back, and there was some special event going on in the arena, so we checked that out, which was probably the worst idea ever. It was just a huge advertisement for a new channel by Hank Green and some news show by Sesame Street, with small intervals of random people singing songs and some lady teaching you how to tie a burqa. One of the strangest moments was when Hank Green started hyping up the crowd for Markiplier, talking about how funny and entertaining he is, and then Markiplier comes out and does a sob story speech about the time his father passed away. The outside of VidCon was primarily a meet and greet area for creators, and also an area to hang out and eat. There were a bunch of food trucks outside which had some pretty dope food, and being outside the convention center did not require a pass, and I know a good number of people spent most of their time outside the convention center since the inside was so fucking shitty, so I wouldn't be surprised if YouTubers with a decent sized fan base saved their money next year and just hung out outside the building instead to meet fans and chill with other YouTubers they know. So yeah, VidCon itself was pretty trash, but the people I hung out with made it fun. I happen to edit part-time for a YouTube channel, so it was great getting to finally meet the people I work with, and also dope getting to meet some of the content creators I enjoy watching. Most of the time I just shook their hand and said, hey man, love your shit, keep on posting, but a few people actually chatted with me for a little bit, which was pretty cool. In particular, shout out to Leon Lush and Frank Javc. Thanks for watching, and I hope my experience helps you guys decide on whether or not to go to VidCon next year, because the convention itself was pretty shitty, but I still had a lot of fun.